What's good, everybody? Real quick, I ain't gonna keep y'all long because once again, I told y'all I got a photographic memory. When I was like 9 years old, my dad had a house. It was his first house he bought, and we stayed across the street from my grandmother. And she passed away in '93, and my granddad passed away in the '80s. Um, but this house my dad had bought. Um, I want to believe that it had a lot of haunted energy in the house because of some of the items that he would bring home from his garbage truck job. Um, and I'll tell you some stories about that too, but about the items he would bring home, y'all, terrifying. But to some, this is like, oh, okay. But it was terrifying to me, especially as a little kid. But anyway, when I was like 9 years old, I'll never forget. Y'all, this might sound crazy, but this is facts. When I would go to sleep at night, this happened for 1 week straight. You know how you watch the movie Nightmare on Elm Street where they keep reliving the dream. They keep going into the same dream. You don't have that. If anybody out there have had that happen to them, let me know. But I kept going into the same dream for 1 week. And I'm going to tell you what the dream was. I was in a box. Okay. Wasn't a box. It was a cube. And the crazy thing is they got the movie called The Cube out now. And for years we've been giving blood. We've been giving blood. Big ups to Osaka 4 for speaking on giving your blood because your blood is more than just DNA. Your blood is information. Once again, I told y'all when the vampire bite into you, and I know y'all think it's just a movie, but the movies are subliminal messages. So when the vampire bite into you and hold, they see your life, they see your past, they see everything that you did. So go ahead and say something they gonna tell if you lied to them. So I've been given blood when I was a kid. I've done it. We've all done it. Your parents take you to do whatever. You got hurt or something. They took blood to see if everything was okay. But I woke up in a room, a square room, and every room. Just imagine being inside of a dice. You know how you roll dice? Imagine being in a dice, but every wall had a one. All right? Not all the like four, five, six, three. No, every wall had a one. All right? Perfectly centered. Um, the cube didn't turn. It didn't do none of that. But each hole was pitch black. And I knew that I had a choice to go in one of the holes. I definitely just out of common sense wasn't going into the one that dropped straight down because you couldn't see what was in there. And you know, when I was a kid, I seen the movie Goonies, and they would slide down that water slide in that mountain finding the treasure. So that went through my head too. Kind of hard to believe I knew what Goonies was in this realm, in this cube. But I wasn't going in that one. But then there was ones on the wall, and then that one up there. There's no way I was getting in that one in the ceiling. So the ones around me, I went by one. I didn't go in it. It pulled me in it, and then all I remember is being moved around. You ever seen them old school washing machines where the lid is open on the top? Just imagine being in one of those, being whooshed around. You couldn't do nothing but just be thrown all around. It didn't hurt, wasn't painful, but I was just, it let me out. That's basically it was like tormenting me mentally. And I was a kid, y'all. Keep in mind I was a kid. But the body is a kid, but the soul is older than what you think it is. Even though then you would think like a kid. I couldn't even tell you how old I was when I was in that realm. But inside of this cube, the walls was red. It was lit, was red. When I was in there, I was afraid that water. First thing that came to mind when I seen these holes, oh my goodness, water is gonna come in here and flood this place, and I'm gonna go through one of these tubes. I don't want to go through none of them, but I'm gonna end up going through one of them. I was like really terrified. It was like you put me in something I can't get out. It was like I couldn't defend myself if I wanted to. So there was blood. It was blood. The walls was bloody red water, just whooshing around. And I woke up. I shit y'all not. Day two, I woke up in the same damn box. Same box. Same box. 5 days I woke up in this box. But here's the kicker. Right before I had this, right before I went into this place, I used to lay in the bed. I never told my brother. I used to always want to tell my brother, always want to tell my dad, but I wasn't sure they thought I was crazy. But I had this feeling of, I do remember this. It was something up here, something doing something with my mind. Um, it was a not electrocution feeling, but it was something. I could tell something was putting me somewhere. Like, I mean, you ever see the movie Get Out? You know, you don't know and catch on till you get older. So now I'm gonna say, kind of like Get Out. So right when I'm falling asleep, I'm in that sunken place. So I can't move. So whatever's happening is happening. But this mind thing, it was just, it gave me a weird, like not eerie, it gave me a chilly feeling, but it was in my teeth. It was just, I knew something was about to happen, you know, and then it was terrible. So all I know it was scary, but it happened 5 times. I haven't had that dream since the 80s. That, out of all the dreams I've had, these realms I've been in, that was the number one most terrifying. Everything else, not so much, but terrifying. But only that one is most terrifying because I couldn't do nothing about it. All right, I couldn't do nothing about it, and I'm gonna tell y'all about the next one. Give me a second.